Hello there, everybody, and we are talking about the season 4 premiere of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've made it this far. We got 2 more seasons. Let's talk about season 4. Episode 1, Beyond the Known Universe. So, if you don't know from the last season, the Ninja Turtles are up against the Triceratons, and unfortunately, spoilers, they lost Master Splinter during the fight because of Shredder, but the Triceratons used a black hole generator to suck in the entire Earth, but the Turtles were rescued by the infamous Fugitoid. And now we see what happened after. The Turtles are confused and they don't know what to do, but it isn't until the Fugitoid tells them to calm down, and he uses his ship to basically go back in time 6 months in the past. And the Turtles are relieved, but they now have a new mission. While they are in space, while the past Turtles are having their own adventures from like season 2 and 3, the Turtles are now on the move to find the black hole generator on various planets before the Triceratons get it, and they basically got to destroy it. And it's just really cool seeing this new level of world for the Turtles, since I kind of knew they were going to explore space eventually. I didn't think it'd be like this, but I thought it'd kind of follow the Mirage comics a little. But yeah, this season it definitely explores a more different side to the Ninja Turtles, the space. But that's where we see the Turtles in their space costumes. They look really cool. Leo's dream of being a space hero has come true. They're basically like Astro suits, and it got the color of their ninja mask. And they got like these like cool weapons, like ninja weapons, but in space form. Like, they look really cool. They even gave a suit for Casey and April. And they're just in this scene, once they put on the suits, they literally are drifting through space. They're having a good time. So it's nice the Turtles can at least somewhat have a good time, even though just dealing with a traumatic event. But that's where we learn about the Fugitoid. So the Fugitoid, he's voiced by David Tennant. I gotta say, he's really good. Like, I don't know why. It's just that voice. It was like a perfect casting, playing a robot who's super smart. But we don't know much about the Fugitoid yet. But the more as the show goes on, we learn a lot more about the Fugitoid. But the Fugitoid decides to take them to this one pirate-infested planet because they need fuel for their ship. But that's where the Turtles decide to kind of just hang out. Where they see a bunch of cool alien stuff. Mikey ends up seeing a bunch of food that's actually alive. It's quite wild. He even finds like a pizza, but because he doesn't have any like space credits or something, he's unable to afford it, and he pisses off the chef there. Leonardo meets some lady that he kind of likes, but then he is stopped by some giant Bigfoot looking dude, and it's quite something. And Donnie and April mess around with like some like tech or something. And Donnie's able to like duplicate himself with some tech, and April finds like some mood ring, but it's like an object type. She accidentally drops it, and she pisses off the marketer there. But as this is going on, Raph and Casey, I think all the Turtles get into this big quarrel with all these beings. And these alien creatures, they all remind me of Star Wars. Like, I bet these episodes are definitely inspired by Star Wars. Like, most of the space arc, like, you get some Star Wars vibes, like a casino-like world with the cantina in Star Wars. But they bump into who's revealed to be Lord Dreg, who's trying to purchase something expensive. And they basically, all the Turtles, April and Casey, all cause mayhem for now they have to pay for a bunch of things they didn't have or something. It's quite wild, this is how deadly of a force Lord Dreg is. So Lord Dreg, if you don't know, he was in the 80s show. He was in the last 2 seasons. I like that version. I don't know. This Dreg, I don't know. He's a cool design. he's quite insane. Like, he later in the show, season 5, he does return, but in this, like, he's really pissed off at the turtles, all because they bumped into him. And his army basically attacks them, and they have to flee the scene. And the Future Toys just like, he's like, man, you guys already made people mad? Just on one trip. But they managed to try to escape Lord Drag. That's where they get into this cool space battle with him. But they managed to escape in like this sort of hyperspace-like thing. But they run into the Triceratons as they still need fuel or something. And that's the episode. So Beyond the Known Universe was a nice change of pace of an episode. We're seeing like the space side of the Turtles, and I like their spacesuits. It introduces newer villains. It's definitely like on the weirder side of Ninja Turtles. And Lord Dreg, so far it was a nice introduction to him. I got a problem. The more episodes I'll probably get more into why I don't like, I'll just say it. Lord, I feel like this drag, I just couldn't get into this version. I feel like he was more intimidating in the 80s show, but yeah. I think he does return as a regular antagonist in the space episodes, but he does return in season 5 when he teams up with the Neutralizer. Spoiler. But I'd give this episode like a 7 out of 10. It was nice. So I think the next episode, I forget, it was like I think it's like this one snow planet episode, but anyway, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power!